Hello everyone, my name is Chutima Dagupan. I am the professional level teacher for Testaban 1 in Sieng Samaki School, Hadia City Municipality, the southern part of Thailand. And today I would like to answer the two questions that Mr. Melwin M, Perez, my friends, to questions to me for his study in Ph.D. Congratulations first. So now goes to the first questions. What are the current trends in the education you are in? I can say that the current trend following the basic curriculum of Thailand. We're still mixing the education and lifelong learning together. And under the concept that lifelong learning and education for lifelong employability. The key of this concept is gathering the place for everyone to stay employable, to continue adaptation and add questions. All new for the new skills, for the reskill and for the upskill. And back to the basic or the background of our school or my school. Testaban 1 in Sieng Samaki School, starting it is the public school and in the southern parts of Thailand, as I said, and where are the mix of the Buddhist and Islamic under the concept we are learned by each other cultures and then happy together. And we can go to the my answer. My answer I will separate into two parts. One for my teaching part and another one is for my school part. Okay, starting from my teaching part. As we know, we struggle in the COVID-19 pandemic from 2019 until now, 2022. I can say that I use the online system or the online teaching way to teach my student and for my class too. I use for Google Classroom and also sometimes to apply for some application platform to use in my class. So I can say it's not changed too much for me. I use that from 2019, so 100% whole life for me. And mostly for my subject that I responsible for, I use for communication in English. So it's not a problem to teach them or see them in online. But we can see for how the problem or how obstacle that I found to in the next questions. Okay, so to the second in my school part, as we are the public school and we're under the control of Ministry of Interior. Yes, we are in the control of Ministry of Interior. So on the budgets and on the rule or the policy must be followed by the Department of the Local Administration, Ministry of Interior. The trend for education and the trend for the upgrading quality of life should be mixed for the teachers who teaching in this school too. Sound incredible, but we did it. Yes, that is the basic or the trend that I found in my area or in my education here. So now let's go to the second questions. That what are the educational issues you have encountered and how did you address them? I would say I will answer these questions based on my school and for the Southern Thai cultures as I am here. So, and I can say there's some issue I cannot fix this really. Yes, let's go to the first one. Now I have note that for 10 issues. Now let's go to the first issue. The first one, that's, let's say, the student in the most classes have a very wide range of ability. We mix with the high performance students sitting next to the low performance students. That it makes it almost impossible to change in the short time changing. So the bright student maybe become bored, and also the slow student, it stop trying. So how can I do? I cannot manage that. So this issue I can't fix this anymore. Let's go to the second issue. Relate for the number one. So you can say this is the tradition in the Thai culture that all the students must add one to the next grade, regardless of their performance. That means that the low performance student will be further mismatched with this curriculum in subsequent grades. This effect is compounded each year until some students in Matrium 6 have similar performance to students in Matrium 1, maybe, or even lower. Yes, the same in number 1. I can fix this too. Let's go to number 3. Okay, number 3. The Thai education system is not meritocracy, not fair, they say. It is not fair. The good teachers are not evaluated or rewarded for their accomplishment of, or maybe of their student. This is another factor which makes it very disencouraged to work for a school in Thailand too. Yes, I can fix it too for this problem. And now let's go to the fourth issue. There are the extracurricular activities with the result of the fewer productive teaching days. The classes that meet in the first and the last period of the day and often cancel. Maybe it depends on the sporting event, various competitive events, and all their teachers meeting. That's for all the too much the activities while the semester, while we are teaching too. So I can address this issue by organizing my teaching time for all the classes, and I announcing and prepare to my students for their preparing all the tasks and give them instruction to complete them all the years or by the unit. I have told them all the curriculum, not the curriculum, is like a syllabus, all the unit that you have to do, all the tasks that you have to do, and explain them and tell them by each unit, and also the limited time that I let them do. Yes, too, so that they are happy and they can organize their tasks too, and they know too, they can estimate the result that they get too. They are so happy for that too. So let's go to number 5. Number 5 is the textbooks are used for the teaching English, and it seems it's not quite a problem, but actually it is, because the English book by the English author and the language for the English children. So the book from example, the book from somewhere or some Oxford, the Oxford Press are the example of this. The cover, just the first page of have been translated into Thai, but inside is all the English. So it means it's just like for the sales or for the purchase for buying and selling. That's all, for the marketing. That's all, for not the teaching. So then for my address, or to fix that, I must organize my textbook, decide on the tasks suitable for our situation. Yes, by myself. So let's go to the number 6 that connected with number 5. Because of the using textbook for use for teaching, that's why I still use or organize my textbook for my teaching. My textbooks, all the resources of my textbook is come from the online resources that I found out that are suitable for the student. As my responsible for my subject, at least for the list are the English for tourism, the English for business, English kids, reading and writing academic in English, and speaking in public in English. That is all is my subject area that I responsible for. It should be mostly for practical purpose. So the using in the next level for the carrying, then I must organize textbook and decide on the tasks for myself, and also it should be prepare them for the lifelong learning and lifelong learning by adapting and acquisitions of a new skill, reskill, and upskill. I still have to maintain for the basic curriculum or the concept of the Thai national curriculum too. Yes, then I teach the student how to think and not just to copy and follow the instruction. That is the way that I fix for this issue. Yes. Okay, now we goes to number 9 issue. Forget the complex grammar until you have some ability to speak and understand the language. That's why the fixing is just back to go to the number 8, the same. Let's be clear again. I'm a bit different from the Thai teacher who teaching English in this school. So I work in the other business before. I work in an airline. I work in the foreign limited who working at the airport, international airport in Bangkok. So I'm clearly and realize that English is very important and give me a better life too. So I want to remind and explore this idea to my student too, and I did it. And my student, some of my student, I see and I know, and I found that some and many of my students who graduated from this school and go to the next level to the university, or maybe go to the vocational college or upper, they still get improving and love more for using English in daily life. That is why I'm so proud to be a teacher. So the last one. Now let's go to the last one. The number 10 issue. Teach the student how to talk with constant practice, increasing vocabulary and lot of compliment or praise them, not criticize. I heard this some sentence at the first time from my Filipino teachers who worked with me last 4 or 5 years, the same time that I met Mr. Melwin too. He said that why the Thai teacher has just criticized, not correct or not give them a clear information or a clear thinking or misunderstanding for the student. I just realized that, oh yes, he's right. That's why I fix them by using my instruction to giving them for improving their English communication in English mostly. Yes, that is my fixing. Okay, that is all my answer for your question, Mr. Melvin. I want to say thank you for your opportunity, for letting me joining, for your studying, and opportunity for sharing my view too. And hope we can see you soon. And have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.